Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Yes, sir. Yeah, I came back. Hope y'all having a good day and everything working out well with you on this glorious day, this beautiful day. Yes, sir. But yeah, I had to get back to this teaching. I should have finished this teaching. Uh, I had I had did part one already, but I'm just finally going into part two. Where are the descendants of Keturah? Part two. Yeah, finally got back to it. Now, I'm gonna start this off again where I left off at, so we can go through and we can figure out where these people at now. Now, I'm gonna start off at Genesis chapter 25. Genesis chapter 25, verses 1 through 4. Genesis chapter 25, verse 1 through 4. It reads, Then again, Abraham took a wife, and her name was Keturah, and she bare him Zimram, and Jokshan, and Medan, and Midian, and Ishbak, and Shua, and Jokshan begot Sheba, and Dedan. And the sons of Dedan were Shuram and Letushim and Leumim. And the sons of Midian, Ephah and Epher and Hanok and Abida and Eldah. All these were the children of Keturah. Okay. Now I just mentioned about all these children of Keturah, which she had through Abraham. And by looking at the text and, just really studying, you look and see that the only ones that had children out of these sons of Keturah was Jokshan and Midian. And see, we know Jokshan, he had Sheba and Dedan. But Dedan was the only one that it says had children, and it was Shuram, Letushim, and Leuman. Midian had Ephah, Epher, Hanok, Abida, and Eldah. It's not recorded the rest of the sons of Abraham through Keturah had any children. Now, let's get into it. So as we see that these two nations, Dedan, what was that? Dedan and Midian. Okay, Dedan and Midian had children. And a lot of these descendants of these people are still dwelling today. Most of all the rest of them got destroyed. And I'm gonna get to that too. But you got remnants of them that's still alive, and I'm gonna let you know where they are today. But this is the thing. Well, let me go to the scripture and tell you what the Most High said. This is the reason why most of the Midianites and Dedanites were destroyed. I'm gonna go to Numbers 25. Numbers 25. We'll start at verse 14. Okay. And we know in this chapter is where this is where Aaron's grandson end up putting to death for Israelite and his wife. Because at the time it was the census being done, and they was counting the children of Israel by the houses of their fathers. So it wasn't any other nations involved in this. It was just Israel. Okay. Now I'm gonna start at verse 14. Now the name of the Israelite that was slain, even that was slain with the Midianitish woman. See, he brought a Midianite woman in front of, to the, when, to the census hearing, I'm gonna say, when they was counting all the children of Israel, all 12 tribes, wasn't counting anybody else. I don't know why some people use this scripture as to say that you can have a child by another woman and another race, and then she still become an Israelite just because her, her father is Israelite. That don't make sense when this man was put to death, by a Levite, Phineas, just because of this. But let me keep going. The Midianitish woman was Zimri, the son of Salu, a prince of a chief house among the Simeonites. So the man that was killed was a Simeonite. And the name of the Midianitish woman that was slain was Cosbi, the daughter of Zer. He was head over a people and a chief house in Midian. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, verse 6, verse 17, vex the Midianites and smite them, for they vex you with their wiles, wherewith they have beguiled you in the manner of Peor, and in the matter of Cosbi, the daughter of Prince of Midian, their sister, which was slain in the day of the plague of Peor's sake. Okay, the Most High saying, hey, I need you to go put these people to death. Because see, they vexing y'all. Now, not only this Simeonite man brought this Midianitish woman in to to interrupt the situation that was going on, but they vexing the people with other in other means. Okay, now we know that Moses' wife was a Midianite, but the Most High had a problem with the Midianites. Sound funny, don't it? So, did his wife obtain favor somehow to the Most High? Oh, I forgot. She did keep the law. Because guess what? When Moses, at one period of time, the Most High was getting ready to kill Moses, right? Because he had told him to go to Egypt and to deliver his people, right? But Moses got ready to go, but Moses didn't keep the law. It was one law he didn't keep. Moses' son wasn't circumcised. So guess what his wife did? His wife knew that the Moses was getting ready to be put to death by the Most High, and she hurried up and circumcised her son herself. I don't know if you ever paid attention to that. I just wanted to mention that. But maybe she obtained favor. You know what I'm saying? And but anyway, so we see that the Most High had a problem with the Midianites. Also, he wanted them to disappear. Now let's go to Numbers chapter 31 and see what this says about the Midianites, which also were the children of Keturah. Now, Numbers 31, I'm going to start with 1 through 3, and then I'm going to go, I'm going to skip down. Verse 1. Numbers 31. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, avenge the children of Israel of the Midianites. Afterward shall thou be gathered unto thy people. That means Moses getting ready to die. And Moses spake unto the people, saying, arm some of yourselves unto the war, and let them go against the Midianites and avenge the Lord of Midian. Okay, let's skip down to verse 7. And they warred against the Midianites as the Lord commanded Moses. And they slew all the males, and they slew the kings of Midian, besides the rest of them that were slain, namely Evi, and Rechem, and Zur, and Hur, and Reba, 5 kings of Midian. Balaam also, the son of Beor, they slew with the sword. And the children of Israel took all the women of Midian captives, and their little ones, and took the spoil of all their cattle, and all their flocks, and all their goods. Did not the Most High say, get rid of them people? Well, let's keep going. And they burnt all their cities wherein they dwelt, and all their goodly castles with fire, and they took all the spoil and all the prey, both of men and of beasts. And they brought the captives and the prey and the spoil unto Moses and Eleazar the priest, and unto the congregation of the children of Israel, which Eleazar, that was Aaron's son, unto the camp of the plains of Moab, which are the Jordan, or by the Jordan near Jericho. And Moses and Eleazar the priest and all the princes of congregation went forth to meet them without the camp. And Moses was wroth with the officers of the host, with the captains over thousands, captains over hundreds, which came from the battle. And Moses said unto them, have you saved all the women alive? Now, wait a second. Moses told them, get rid of you people, but they kept the women and little children. If you keep the children been taught to be wicked themselves. So, and the women, what you keeping them for? Oh, I know why you kept those women. What do a man going? What when you go to war, and it's in the law. When you go to war, when you find some women, if you want to take them as wives, so they kept the women because them women look good to them, and they want to, have some cheering with them. Some little half-breed Israelites, you know what I'm saying? Well, let's keep going. Verse 16. Forgive me, I got to make it funny. Behold, these caused the children of Israel through the counsel of Balaam to commit trespass against the Lord in the matter of Peor. And there was a plague among the congregation of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? They did this, caused a plague to come between them. Caused a plague on the people because they didn't keep the Most High commandment. He told you to get rid of these people. You didn't supposed to keep them women. Now, therefore, kill every male among the little ones. See, they had to kill all the little boys and kill every woman that have known man by laying with him. Had to get rid of all the grown men, the grown women, I mean. But did they get rid of the little girls? See, that's different. They virgins, little children, but the boys, they had to go. Verse 18, but all the women children that have not known a man by laying with him, keep alive for yourselves. Oh, you can keep them as your little concubines, or you want to be your wives, or whatever. But all the grown women that, you got to get rid of them. They already know the man. You know what I'm saying? They already been with a man. They defiled, so you can't use them. Verse 19, and do ye abide without the camp 7 days. Whosoever have killed any person and whosoever have touched any slain, purify both yourselves and your captives on the 3rd day and on the 7th day. and purify all your raiment and all that is made of skins and all work of goat's hair and all things made of wood. And Eleazar the priest said unto the men of war which went to the battle, this is an ordinance of the law which the Lord commanded Moses. Only the gold and silver and brass and iron, tin and lead, everything that may abide in the fire, ye shall make it go through the fire, and it shall be clean. Nevertheless, it shall be purified with the water of separation, and all that abideth not the fire ye shall make go through the water. And ye shall wash your clothes, verse 24, on the seventh day, and ye shall be clean. And afterward you shall come into the camp. So Moses said, y'all got to get outside the camp, man. Y'all don't kill people and all this and that and took gold and don't keep no animals and stuff like that. Don't keep no women. Don't keep no children. The only children they could keep was the little girls, the little virgins. The ones that slept with a man, they had to kill. They were supposed to kill them. And the little boys too. Because the boys carry on, the little boys gonna carry on their father's genetics, their father's seed. But the girls, they're virgin, so they consider clean. You can have them as spoils of war. But the women already been with a man, you can't, no, you gotta get rid of them. Now, and then they had to wash your clothes 7 days, they clean and everything. Blah, blah, blah. So now, just showing you how the Most High had a problem, because you got certain people, they look at one scripture. They ain't looking at the whole text in the Bible. They look at one scripture and say, oh, that scripture in Deuteronomy 7, it was just talking about 7 nations you weren't supposed to mess with. Okay, you don't look at the fact that all these other scriptures that the Most High saw, he had a problem with all these nations. So that's why we the ones supposed to mix with them. But I ain't going to another subject. People believe what they want to, do what you want to do. But let me get to it. Okay, now this is what happened to Midian. This is the reason why, and we know Midian was the child of Keturah. This was Abraham's seed too, but the seed went through Isaac, the promise. So they became another nation of people. Now, these people also didn't stay just themselves. They became a mingled people. It's a lot of Keturah's children, Ishmael, and a lot of people mixed together. The Ishmaelites and Keturhites, all those people, Midianites and Dedans, all of them mixed together as one people. And you see them today, right now. I'm going to go to the book of Jubilees, and I'm going to show you this. If you believe in it, I don't have no problem with it. Jubilees chapter 20, and we're going to start at verse 1. Now, and in the 42nd Jubilee, in the first year of the 7th week, which is 2052 years after Adam, 2050 years after Adam, and 7 weeks after Adam was created. And his 12 sons, Abraham called Ishmael, and his 12 sons, and Isaac and his 2 sons, and 6 sons of Keturah and their sons. And this was at Abraham's death. They were getting ready to bury him. And he commanded them that they should observe the way of the Lord, that they should work righteousness and love each his neighbor and act on his manner amongst all men, that they should each so walk with regard to them as to do judgment and righteousness on earth. Now, if you wondering why the scriptures say that the Most High said that Abraham will become the father of many nations because he did. He had a lot of children. He had a lot of children. He had all his children. He had Isaac. Then he had Ishmael through Hagar. Then he had Keturah, which was his second wife or concubine, whatever you want to call it, after Rebecca died. I mean Sarah died. My Salaki. And he had 6 sons through Keturah. They all had many of children and became many nations. So that's how Abraham became the father of many nations. His seed like the sands of the earth. Because Isaac had Jacob, and Jacob had 12 sons, and they had a bunch of children and became tribes. Ishmael became 12 princes, became 12 dukes. You know what I'm saying? Through Ishmael, he had 12 sons they became all dukes, as the scriptures say. Then you had Keturah's son, Midian and Dedan, which Sheba and Dedan were really together. You know, the people of Sheba and Dedan, which were the sons of Jokshan. So they became a nation, but then those 2 nations mixed together. These were the bondwomen children and his second wife. They intermingled with each other. Okay, let's get back. Verse 3. That they should circumcise their sons according to the covenant which he had made with them, and not deviate to the right hand or the left of all the paths which the Lord had commanded us, and that we should keep ourselves from all fornication and uncleanness, and renounce from amongst us all fornication and uncleanness. Okay. Verse 4. And if any woman or maid commit fornication amongst you, burn her with fire. And let them not commit fornication with her after their eyes and their hearts. Wait a second. Right here, didn't the Messiah say something about this? I know this is a side note, but I got to look at this. This shows you how Jubilees sum up a lot of stuff. The Messiah say that when a man fornicate with a woman, when he commit adultery in his heart. Look what Jubilees chapter 20 verse 4 says. It comes straight it comes straight from the ancient times. And if any woman or maid commit fornication amongst you, burn her with fire. Let them not commit fornication with her after their eyes and their heart, and let them not take to themselves. Hey man, I'm just noticing this. Thank you, Most High. I just got a revelation. I never knew that. But let's keep going. Let them not take to themselves wives from the daughters of Canaan, for the seed of Canaan will be rooted out of the land. And he told them out of the judgment of the giants. Tell them of the judgment of the giants and the judgment of the Sodomites, and how they were being judged on account of their wickedness and had died on account of their fornication and uncleanness, mutual corruption through fornication. And in verse 6, and guard yourselves from all fornication and uncleanness, and from all pollution of sin, lest ye make our name a curse, and your whole life a hissing, and all your sons to be destroyed by the sword, and ye become a curse like Sodom, and all your remnant as the sons of Gomorrah. I implore you, my sons, love the God of heaven, and cleave ye to all his commandments, and walk not after the idols and after their uncleanness, And make not for yourselves molten or graven images, for they are vanity, and there is no spirit in them. For they are work of men's hands, and all who trust in them trust in nothing. Serve them not, nor worshiping them, but okay, I'm gonna jump on down. I'm gonna jump on down a little bit. You can go back and read that if you want. I'm gonna jump down to verse 11. And he gave to Ishmael and to his sons and to the sons of Keturah gifts and sent them away from Isaac, his son. And he gave everything to Isaac, his son. That's the son of the promise. And Ishmael and his sons and the sons of Keturah and their sons went together and dwelt from Paran to the entering in of Babylon in all the land which is towards the east, facing the desert. And you know, Babylon, that's in Iran. And these mingled with each other, and their name was called Arabs and Ishmaelites. So Arabs and Ishmaelites come about of two people, Keturah's sons and grandsons and all the descendants, and that, you know, Ishmael and all his descendants. All those people mingled together. They were brothers. I mean, you know, they were cousins. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they mingled together and became one people. You know what I'm saying? Which also were half Egyptians, you know. But hey, that's something else. So now, as we see these people mingled together, they became one people. So where could these people be today? Where could these people be today? The ones that mixed up and became one people, and you know, the survivors of them. That would be Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman, Syria, Iraq, Iran, Somalia, Egypt, Libya. Those are the places where all those people at today. Or you can look at it called the Arab Spring, all that area and the people called so-called Middle East, which is like that leads all the way over to Western Asia. You know what I'm saying? Because Midian actually, if you look on the map, Midian's also is like over the it's on the other side. It's on the other side, yeah, Western Asia. Midian will be located like the Gulf of Aqaba, which is, you know, Red Sea right up under there. But the Gulf of Aqaba is right on the other side. It's below what you would call Edom later on. Now, but the thing is, now those people mixed all together and became one people. So Ishmaelites are not only just Ishmael descendants, it's Keturah's descendants, which we know that there's uh Ishmaelites, what you would call in the Middle East today, and then or the ancient Near East, and there's also Ishmaelites on the continent of Africa. They all around, man. So Keturah children mixed in with them, and they became one people. So yeah, that's where they at today. I can go a little deeper and deeper and deeper, but I think you got a good understanding of where those people at today. Now, I'm gonna leave you with this. I gave you a little bit of history of where these people are at today, you know. And so when those people and Saudi Arabia and all those places, you know, Pakistan and Iran, Iraq, all those people that, they still, Palestine, all them, all those people are still, joined together today. Some of them have been mixed in with the Greeks and Romans. That's why they have a lighter hue, because we know that real Arabs and Ishmaelites are actually black people, what you would call black people. When I say black, I'm talking about according to skin tone, the dark brown hue. But those mingled people, some of them are mixed in with white, which in the at one period of time in Egypt, they was importing white people into Egypt and having, situations with them. During the Arab slave trade, they was shipping white men and white women into slavery. And they was putting the white women in their harem. They had making babies by them. So they daddy was Arabs, and that's why you look in Oman and Iraq and Iran, and a lot of those half-caste people, that's why they look like that. They still had Arab fathers. Some of them, very small, that came from the mixture of the Greek and Roman situation, but they had Arab fathers. That's why they tell you they're Ishmaelites. They're not lying. They are. But that's where Keturah children are. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the teaching, and like, share, subscribe. And until next time, Shalom. May the Most High shine his face upon you and keep you. Peace out.